welcome back to another episode of You Know What It Is, because you clicked on this link. I'm going to talk to you about a cartoon web series that was created way back in 2003. The show's called Xombie, and it was created by a guy named James Farr.
Why do zombies eat people anyway?
It's their purpose. To consume the living, then fade away. Some say it's how the earth heals itself. Nature, starting over from scratch.
Then what's your purpose?
I'll let you know when I find out.
This zombie web series, cartoon web series, was really interesting when it was made. Not just because it kind of took the zombie genre and sort of twisted it and expanded it into something a little bit more than just zombies and people and so on and so forth. It really pushed forward, what could really happen if it was far into the future and zombies were a part of the world, as well as other things.
You shouldn't already know.
Try me.
I won't name what those other things are. I will say that there is a villain or a villainous character that sort of extends over a couple of episodes. They're multiple bad guys, and they call themselves the Hands of God. And I won't say any more than that. They're not people. That's what I'll say.
Hello? Is somebody there?
The first episode introduces us to Zoe, this little girl. She looks like maybe 10, 12 years old or something, waking up on a beach. You don't know anything about her, you don't know where she's come from, you don't know any of her backstory, nothing. Which is a good start, because you want to be left oblivious just like she is. You want to feel what she's feeling,
What's your name?
Zoe.
Where did you come from?
The beach, I think. I don't remember much before I woke up.
That makes two of us.
And they do a really good job with presenting that to the audience, especially to a child, or at least to a younger age audience. Wow. In the first episode, you also get introduced to the main zombie character. His name is Dirge, and he's got a pet dog who is also a zombie, and his name is Cerebus. And Cerebus is pretty cool. You get this really connected relationship between Zoe and Cerberus. And, Cerebus.
Keep your eyes open, Cerebus.
At one stage, Warner Brothers, at the end of the first season, Warner Brothers actually got their hands on the rights to the cartoon series, and they wanted to make it into a motion picture, like a full-on live-action motion picture. And I thought that was a fantastic idea. That was 2004, when the last episode was released or something. And that was a really cool idea. I thought that was gonna really, I thought that was gonna take off. I thought that was gonna be the extension to the first Resident Evil movies that came out around that same time. And if they did make that movie, they never ended up making it because of directors. They didn't know how to make it into a movie. Then they changed script writers, screenwriters, they changed all this other different stuff, and then Warner Brothers eventually just let it go. James Farr got the rights back to it. He wanted to make season 2 because season 1 ended off in a really big cliffhanger, and I fucking hated that when that happened. because we got introduced to a mysterious character that we don't even know his name. We just know that he looks really, really friggin' cool, like Western type cool. And yet we never got to know anything more. Maybe you got to know more in the comic book series, who knows? Yeah, there was a comic book series to spin from it as well. He tried to do a Kickstarter campaign, James Farr did, and it failed, and so unfortunately they didn't continue on with season 2. So that sucks. Hopefully one day they will be able to continue on from where it is that they left off.
So tell me, what business does a dead man and his dog have with that little girl? I assume she's still among the living.
Of course she is. And I intend to keep it that way.
Who is she?
I don't know. I'm not sure that she does either.
All done. What do you think?
Good as new.
Oh yeah, and another cool thing as well is that, as you can probably tell so far, the animation progresses as the series progresses in the first season. And that's also really cool. That's another really cool thing to it. It originated on Newgrounds.com, and that was before YouTube was around. It's like the same thing as YouTube, except you can play games and Flash-based games and shit. But the point is that it was really good. I would totally give it, like, maybe out of 10 if I was to give it a rating. I'd give it like a solid 8 out of 10. Just bringing it down a bit because there were so many things that weren't tied up in the end because of its impactful ending and just everything else that happened. And there was too big of a cliffhanger for me to give it, you know, something more of a solid score.
Have we met before?
We are the hands of those in control. And those in control demand your extinction. As it appears, our previous attempt was unsuccessful.
You make it sound like we're old friends.
Not exactly.
Since the departure of the show, the creators have, you know, got this new YouTube channel called... I'll leave links in the description box down below for you to go ahead and check all that stuff out. And they've got some pretty good stuff on there, but 8 out of 10, give it a go. Totally worth your time. The second thing featured today is going to be a YouTuber by the name of Jackie Pearce. Haha! Told you I'd be talking about you. Jackie's pretty awesome. She's got a channel called Coffee or Rum.
I'm either always buzzing like a motherfucker on caffeine or I'm drunk on rum. So this channel was born Coffee or Rum. And that is what 99% of the time is happening in my life. See? And I told her that's what I decided on. And she was like, oh, that's real mature. And I was like, your face is real fucking mature. I'm horrible at comebacks.
The channel started off quite slow. She wanted to get maybe 50 subscribers within a year. Didn't really want to, you know, push it too much. And I think because of the fact that she's been so laid back about it all, and just been so in your face, very, oh yeah, okay, so this is what I'm gonna do, and yada yada yada. Everyone ended up loving it so much because she was just so laid back. She's got 140 something subscribers now, and I'm really happy for her because that shows that people are actually enjoying what it is that she's making, and it could potentially become something bigger for her.
So the first thing we're going to try a little bit of some rum with is some coffee. Because I couldn't think of a more fitting beginning to drink with than rum and coffee. That did not rum. That did not rum at all. Oh, no. Well, that's devastating. Actually, thank God that those two don't go together because that would then become my morning staple every morning. So, thank God.
Jackie covers countless topics. She talks about things that are, you know, just hard to deal with, things in real life. She talks about random events that you may want advice with. She's got a couple of channels. Her main channel, though, is Coffee or Rum. She's intelligent. She knows what she's talking about. She's very real. She's very real, which is like a bonus. She actually interacts with her audience. She asks people questions. She talks to her audience. and she, you know, really tries to form a friendship between her audience and herself, and vice versa. You know, she really tries to connect with the audience, and that is a bit of a rarity at the moment, because most people are really just trying to get their videos out and not having the opportunity and being able to add that extra bit of connection to, you know, this stuff. You know what I'm trying to say. I mean, some YouTubers, they don't have the time because they're concentrating on one thing at a time, and that's the only thing that they have time for, and unfortunately it's not enough for some people to actually really get invested in wanting to watch it, their channel.
Can you touch your toes? Okay, I'll try. Benji, the things I'm doing for you. Yes, I am wearing shorts. Don't worry. I wear pants during that. Dun, 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 dun. So I can, but very, very, very not well. What's really funny, I've noticed in all of my videos, is that by like usually this point, the caffeine starts to kick in my system, and you guys probably don't notice this, but I notice this when I'm editing, because then I start talking like this, like a fucking psychotic person, because the caffeine has kicked.
At times, she's got videos that are pretty serious, and it's, you know, knowledgeable, very, interesting, and there's like a billion words I could actually say, but I just can't figure out what that they are. That isn't a word, a sentence. Dude, this guy's got no fucking idea what he's on about. He's just like delirious and shit. Yeah, okay, I might be delirious, and I'm sick, so cut me a break, will you please? I don't really want to tell you too much about her channel because that's kind of half the fun. Half the fun is really just sort of figuring out who she is as you watch the video. Sort of like joining her in each and every video, like a journey sort of thing. So I'll leave you with a couple of clips from her channel so you can have a look and see what it is that she is up to on her channel, because I think you might find it quite enlightening and enjoyable. It's definitely a good laugh, that's for damn fucking sure.
Sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt you. Words hurt a shit ton. I would rather get punched in the face than have someone, like, actually criticize something important. Like, little internet trolls saying things is, like, one thing, but, like, people close to you who, like, know how to say something that, like, actually digs under your skin, that shit hurts 1,000 times worse. The only person you have to compare yourself to is you in the past. 6 years ago, I had just dropped out of a $40,000 a year college. I had nowhere to live. I lived in a Motel 6 for a minute while I was unemployed and figuring out what I was going to do with my life. It had a pool. It wasn't that bad. But my life in comparison to 6 years ago is night and day. So, that's it. Are you better than you were 5 years ago? Yes. Cool. You're doing just fine. No? You know what? Maybe make some adjustments, but otherwise, not a big deal. Also, when you're single, you get to rub it into your friends that you have this free schedule and you can do whatever you want. Oh, have fun with your babies, friends. I'm going to Vegas. Also, you can pick up new hobbies without being judged. I am trying to learn how to play the piano. And you know what someone else doesn't want to listen to for like 8 hours? Well, I'm not that dedicated. For a few hours a day is someone shittily playing the piano. So you can pick up hobbies at your own free will. And whatever it is. You want to like start learning how to juggle chainsaws? Well, you probably shouldn't do that by yourself. But you can do that.
Links to both of these things in the channel description. What the fuck? Links to both the stuff is in the description box down below. Links to subscribe to their channels will be on at the end of this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed everything you did see here today. There will be a continuation of this video tomorrow, but he's really funny and is... I won't say anything. I'll leave it as a surprise. So anyway, I hope you guys are all having a mad day, and I hope you guys enjoyed everything you saw here today. And that rhymed. I didn't mean for that to happen. But anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Peace!
SOB.